Hello. Hi, everybody. So for everyone who's just tuning in, I'm going to apologize ahead of time. I think my throat is a little bit rough today. I have no idea why. But if you hear me clear my throat a bunch of times, sorry. I'm probably going to cough a lot too, so no idea why. How's it going? It's going pretty good, Shummy. What's up, everybody? Huntex, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you, guys. Hey, Mr. Toes. Hello. Oh, I don't know if the alert box is working, but it's okay. Hi, everybody. What's up, everybody? I had headphones on this morning, and now I have headphone hair. Hello, everyone. Rough throat, smooth voice. Thanks, guys. Yeah, it's just a little coarse today. No idea why, but thank you again, Huntex. I appreciate that, man. Lily time. It is. Yeah, I actually turned down my music. Megan, thank you so much for the tier 1. I don't know if my alerts are on or working. Hold on. Yeah, I have no idea. They should be working. Sometimes this happens. But I'll just read the alerts as they come up. Happy Sunday and happy 3 months. I hope you feel better. Thank you so much, Megan. I appreciate that. Everyone's falling sick lately. Flu season. I was feeling fine yesterday. Happy hair. Thanks, dude. Could you compare the clay derivative to the lily? Yes, I can pull up both of those colors because I think I got that color in today. I haven't actually fully opened it up yet, but I just had to make sure everything was in the box. You're feeling today too? I don't know why. I didn't even do much yesterday. I went to go see my parents and so nice. That was it.
Hey, Mr. Toes.
Oh. Now it's working. It's really delayed.
Happy Sunday and happy 3 months. I hope you feels better though.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. It's kind of an ed day for me. Hair looks cute. My hair is a mess. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. I did Stairmaster yesterday. I did some exercises. And then today, actually, let me turn down my music a little bit more on my end. It's really loud. Let me know if the music's too loud. Got hiccups. Also, let me know if my mic seems a little bit different today. I think I turned the knob a little bit too much, but what color, Lily? We'll find out here in a bit. Zany, thank you so much for the tier 1 for 6 months in advance, man. That's crazy. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for the love and support, bro. Wish I could rock the messy hair. I mean, you can. It's kind of, you can see the headphone hair dent right here. That's where I kind of had the headphone hair. So, trying to hide it, you know. Yeah, so are we doing Sussy Sunday or no? No, I have like a small little built up headache like right here. No, I don't know, like Sussy Sunday seems funny today, but I also don't know if I have the mental capacity for it. And then also I was thinking tomorrow, I know we're supposed to do it on Sundays, but if the headache's not completely gone by end of stream, I'm thinking we just push the Sunday keyboard reviews, like that we look at all of your guys' boards, to tomorrow, because we're doing the subathon thing tomorrow anyways. So, no, actually, I wish it was as simple as, yes, I'm hungover, but I just have, I think a little bit of a cold.
Wow, 27 months, that's 3 babies worth of time with you, my handsome big man.
Back-to-back babies.
I regret that my sub renewed before your big day tomorrow. I hope you can forgive me, daddy. Oh, wow, please.
Avo. There's no forgiveness needed, bro. You never need to be forgiven for that. Love you, dude. I should be thanking you for being here for 27 fucking months, bro. That's crazy. Thank you, guys. Alex, you work for Novelkeys, right? Do they have an EU base? No, they do not have an EU base of operations, but sometimes, depending on the project, stuff gets done, I guess, through proxies is the best way to put it. Subathon is 1 p.m. tomorrow. Alright, a little quick thing here today. Yeah, I thank you, Cass. I really appreciate the well wishes, guys. Milk really helps with headaches. I don't know, I've been having water. I've had 2 glasses of water so far. I did have something to eat for lunch. Something simple. So, I don't know. We'll see how I feel. I'm just trying to go through the paces of things. So, just to get something cleared through this, Novelkeys is a company I work for. They're going to be one of the vendors. Gawk and Type Plus sent me this again. There's no expectation for any of the content here. They just said, if you want to stream it, go for it. I said, sure, sounds fun. I'm pretty positive I'll be sending this back to either NK or to Gawk. I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm doing with this, but we'll make the assumption, just for the sake of clarity, if in the off case I get to keep it, which again, I'm doubting in this case. I think I'm sending this one here back. Just so you guys know where I'm coming from. As you guys know, with everything here, I'm going to be honest, even though I work for Novel Keys, it's just one of the vendors. I've said this before about one of the other boards we've done, where I didn't really care for it too much. So again, just disclosing some stuff. But we're going to be taking a look at a hype keyboard called the Lily from Gawk. I think it's going to be beautiful. I have some predictions here. You also woke up with a sore throat too. Mine's been awful today. I have some predictions here for this. One of my predictions for this today, guys, is I don't think a lot of people will like this board only because it's HHKB. And out of all the cool HHKB projects I've done, it seems like they get the least amount of love, which is sad because I guess people don't really want HHKB layouts, which is fine. I personally like them, so please update the sub and start with viewers' local time in Discord. I can add that. I can add the local time start. Alternatively, I hate to be this guy, but like if I don't get to it today, you can just do 1 p.m. EST into a time converter. Like the time zone is there, so just in case I don't get to it. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate the prime, dude.
Hi,
yeah,
Alex.
It's in 24 hours. Literally 24 hours. Chozo's gonna add it. Thank you, Chozo. Thank you, Geoff. Your throat is hurting. My back is hurting. What happened to you? It's kind of a love or hate with this layout. It is. Like, I don't know how many people here are really into the HHKB layout. I think it's always been something that I've enjoyed. But I also feel like I've adapted to it, and I like the way it looks visually and all that stuff. So let's take a look at the board. I know why you guys are here. I'm not going to bore you with my normal stuff. Oh, wow. It's a nice color. It's very, I would say this is probably less saturated than a derivative, because it's a similar color. It's a similar color to the, shouldn't say similar anymore, you guys get pissed off. It's a similar color to the derivative, I'd say. This is nice. There's going to be one change to this. In case you guys are wondering, this will no longer be mirrored PVD'd. This is not going to be silver, this piece over here. This will be rose gold, from what I understand. But it's a stainless steel, I guess, weight, you can say. And the board starts at 450, and there's also a sandblasted version, which I think I'd prefer the sandblasted personally. Oh, this is pretty. Here, we'll take this out so I don't damage anything. Yeah, so it's an HHKB. We have thin side bezels here, which not the thinnest I've seen, but definitely attractive. We have this beautiful little accent with an LED underneath here. I believe there's an LED there. Yeah, there's an LED, which also has some of that mirrored PVD on it as well. You can kind of see. If you guys see fingerprints, Riley did take photos of these. So we need the spudger. I don't have a spudger like, I'm not as cool as Ryan. Thank you, Keepscape. Yeah, the LED is also a layer indicator too. We'll show you guys how that works. There is the JST would come through this little part over here. We can take a look at that afterwards because I have to take it apart anyways. I can already see there is Phillips screws here for the badge, which is not ideal to me, but I'm hoping maybe that gets replaced because those are Phillips screws. And I would hope in a premium project, you get something like Hex. Again, for something like the badge, I don't think it's ultra important, but still important enough that I think it should be talked about. We do have some, I believe these are Hex. Yep, Hex. I couldn't tell if they were Torx or Hex. Big screws here on the back over here. Oh gosh, please. All right. Then we have the most attractive bit of this keyboard, which is this side profile. And this is probably what's going to be, like I said, the most attractive part of this keyboard. This is gorgeous. I don't think just how delicate the curves are, how everything just nicely flows and kind of leads your eyes towards the back over here, towards this other accent. It's gorgeous. There's no debating with this. Maybe some people prefer really clean sides, but I think the majority of people here can probably agree this is a gorgeous looking keyboard. It's kind of giving me like a Sonnet type vibe, but like on steroids, basically. It's gorgeous. And that kind of design kind of leads to the back over here, and then you got this very soft sort of curve where the USB-C connector is. Is my camera not? Yeah, it's on the center there. I don't know why it keeps freaking out with the cork. But very, very pretty. And then again, same thing on the other side. So it really bends and touches the light very nicely, which is really pretty for this. And again, if I move my hand, you can see there's a little bit of that accent going through here, so it's not completely flush on the back, which is really cool. I think it adds some dimension as well. But this is really pretty. And you can see how even that tapers off to this really nice fine point over here. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm big into when designers use curves and it's just beautiful. I think it makes the side profile very attractive. It just makes the side profile almost timeless in a way too. You get more of an artsy-fartsy vibe from a keyboard. And, I hate to pick on the Envoy because I actually like the way the Envoy sounds and everything. But when you got something like the Envoy, for example, there's not much going on here. It's just, this is, I'd say, like your typical, as my cable kind of creeps away. Your typical. And then you got, again, going back to the Lily. So Gawk did a really good job, outstanding job designing this. Nothing really happening on the front, although this does look like a really low front height. I would love to know what the front height is, but I actually didn't read a stat on that. I probably should have asked Gawk, but I forgot. Yeah, this starts at $450, like I said. If you want the more PVD version, which I'm going to be real with you guys, I hate PVD. I think the more I look at PVD keyboards, they're cool to look at. It's 16.88. Damn, that's crazy. The more I look at PVD keyboards, the more I hate them. I'm going to be honest, guys. I think I'm very against PVD, and maybe this is just a circumstance of how I treat my keyboards. I'm going to be honest, with my personal keyboards, I'm a little bit rough. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'm a bit rough with my keyboards. So when I got PVD elements, I tend to put fingerprints on them. I tend to scratch them. I think every PVD board that I personally own, anything PVD'd, or stainless steel polished, anything shiny. I should say shiny keyboards, okay? Not just PVDing, not just stainless. Anything shiny, I tend to scratch, get fingerprints. I'm just not a fan. I prefer sandblasted. So sandblasted elements do, for me, a lot better. Anyways. I prefer sandblasted. They're offering sandblasted. Sandblasted, just to confirm, I believe starts at $450. Let me double check this. Because I think the up cost of the other one is $80 or something. Let me see. Is my Novel Keys website still going to give me Canadian? It does give me Canadian. Well, $619 for the polished stainless steel weight, and for the sandblasted one for Canadian dollars, and $729 Canadian for the polished, or $450 and $550, or $530 rather. Fluffy, thank you so much for the tier 1. But yeah, pretty nice. The back weight over here too, it's very, I would even say almost feels like royalty. So I like this a lot. Looks great. I think this is a fantastic looking keyboard. And then we have the feet over here, which I don't remember if these are push-in or adhesive. But what's cool what they did with the feet, I'm pretty sure these are push-in, right? Or are these adhesive? Oh no, they are adhesive. What's cool what they did here is, if I can get this to focus, you can see the screws sitting in the feet. I don't know how well this is going to work, but we shall see. It's a nice looking board overall though, and with a front height of, you guys said 16.88, that is insane to me. I think 16.88 is going to be super comfy, So this is only HHKB. I would say probably one of the only negatives that we can kind of look at this right off the bat would be layouts. And this is a personal preference thing. Your personal preference for layout might not be HHKB. It's a decision you're going to have to make if you're interested in this board. I will say it's not hard to get used to something like this, but again, a decision you'll have to make and kind of, I mean, there's no better way to put this. You're going to have to live with that if you buy the board. It's HHKB versus something else. So something else we're also going to be looking at today. So Kevin from Type Plus sent this over, but these are going to be some of their new stabs. There is no working name for these stabs yet. But just to show you guys, they're a little different. They have wires with hooks. I will attempt to take these apart and lube them. I tried to take one apart earlier. I'm not used to it. It's a totally different way to install these wires. So we're going to see. We're also going to try these stabs out too. Now, for switches, I chose something I think a lot of people I think will like. No, these are not cherry switches. These are Gion X Hamu switches. So, is the color of your shirt okay? No, it's not. I chewed it up. I don't think it's a con to the board, it's just different layout. But some people might perceive that as a con, right? They might love a keyboard and then suddenly the layout's not good for them. So, I mean, that is a con. It is something that's not going to work for them when they buy that keyboard, right? All right. I guess we've taken a look at this. This is the PCB here. I don't know if I think the gaskets are already installed for us. Yeah, they are. You guys can see they're already installed. I don't have to put those on today. But here is the PCB. Pretty no frills. I would say there's nothing too crazy about this. Although, are these? I don't know if these are supposed to be pre-installed or something. I don't even actually know what these are. I don't know if this is just like part of the PCB or some sort of padding they put on it. But it kind of looks like they would peel off. I don't know. I don't know what those are. I don't know if Gox in chatting can let me know. Is it just a pad for where the stabs would sit? It almost feels like they're raised a little bit, which is interesting. Probably part of the PCB, yeah. Interesting though, very, very interesting. Might do nothing at all, I'm just talking out loud. I feel like I can't game on HHKB because no control. Yes, if you're a game person, it might be a little bit tougher. Copper layer, cool, cool, cool. All right, now to take apart these stabilizers. Is the 7U here? It is. So again, I don't really know how to take apart these stabs very well. So I did one before. Seems like you got to pull up, yeah, and then twist. You guys are gonna have to be very patient with me during this. I'm excited to try something new for stabilizers. I really am, but you're still gonna have to be pretty patient with me doing this, by the way. So, but overall, $450 for this. It's a very, very, very beautiful looking keyboard. Here it is from the side, so you guys can kind of see that little bit of an accent here as well. And this is, you know, the shadow part of it. I don't have a camera set up on the other side, but there's no working name for these stabilizers yet, but there's something that they're going to offer from Type Plus. Kevin was telling me about them. They're new. They have packaging set up. I don't think there's anything. Let me see. Nah, there's no name for these. We don't have they said they don't have a specific name yet, because I did ask for details on these this morning. Maybe people would pick a nickname later for it. They're just going to be called screw-in stabs from Type Plus, basically. Now, I think it's only fitting that this is an HHKB and we do split backspace. So I think it's fitting that we do split for this, if you guys are okay with that. I think we go that route today. We do a nice 7U space bar. We do a split backspace. So they are probably similar to the ones Mr. T Heat types used for the Type K. Yeah, I don't think I got to look at these last time because I think I just got regular stabs with my package for the Type K. But these are the final, according to Kevin, these are, he believes these will be the final revision for these, with some improvements being made to something like the metal threading compared to the last ones Mr. Teehee looked at. All right, let's start dabbling with these stabilizers. I'm gonna keep 2 stabs over here unlubed so I can understand what they look like. How do I even do dielectric?
Please do non-step caps and split BS for me.
Non-step caps and split. All right, I'll do a non-stepped for you, JF. How are you doing, by the way, sir? Plips, tier 1. Oh my God, you're looking mighty fine. Thank you, dude. I really appreciate that. So nice.
You're looking mighty fine today, dude.
I'm trying to get through today. I'm definitely feeling a little under the weather, but I appreciate the comments, guys. Definitely feeling it. I'm thinking I probably just lube this with 205 today, not dielectric, just to see how these perform. I don't want to go overboard. So is there like a left and right one? Is there like specific stems I would need for these? I guess so. You have to be very specific with this. Hold on. I don't think this one here goes with that. I think I need to use this. So it does look like there's a matching stem to go with the different housing here. It's not like universal. I don't think it is anyways. Yeah, it's not. Okay. So, all right, you have to be a little bit more careful. Left and right stems, interesting. Yeah. It does seem that way. All right, so perhaps I shouldn't have thrown them all over the place. It's okay. We can organize them here as we go. Interesting. Very interesting. Is that your Envoy I see? It is. That sounds frustrating. I think in theory it might be like, oh, I can't just toss all my stabs and, get to work. But I think if you're just organized as you put them down, it shouldn't be that big of a deal, It shouldn't be. Keyword shouldn't. What did they fix? I don't know. I wish I had more conversation about the stabs prior to the keyboard. The stabs aren't the focus of today's stream, but it's more the keyboard. But perhaps some sort of wires disconnecting from the housing, which I didn't really know people were still having issues with that. Could also just be for some sort of support. I'm not too sure the reason behind the curve with the wire. Because I'm going to be honest, I did not open these up prior to like 30 minutes before stream. I think this is the wrong one here. Alex, you kind of got me hooked crazy into photography. I've got a 15 Pro Max, but I already see the limitations. And I'm looking if I can get a camera. What would you recommend as a beginner? First of all, I'm really happy that you're kind of finding a creative hobby within kind of our hobby within keyboards. That is really cool. And I would personally say that if you're looking for a new camera to start a creative journey with, I would personally recommend going with a cheap Fuji body, like an XT20 or something similar. Get it used, and then perhaps invest some of that money on, I would say, a lens. And yeah, I'll do a close-up of the stabs right here, guys. So basically, you can see, here, let me zoom in a little bit with my camera here. So you can see this is, I guess, a left-facing stab. So you can see this versus a right-facing stab. They would have two different ways the housing would be. Right? With only one exit for the wire. So there's no exit for the wire on this side, while there is an exit for the wire on this side. It does look like there would be some, I guess, a little part of pressure that you'd have to put in there to kind of clip in the wire. And then when you have the stem would need the opening to face the same way, it looks like. And this is how the stem is. Oh. So a lot different. Very, very, very interesting. There's no name for these stabs, but these will be offered from Type Plus. I would assume it's probably for tolerances. Again, just based off an assumption here. I don't have any like real working information to give you guys, unfortunately. I feel like I may have put a wire in wrong somewhere. Hold on one sec. Yeah, this wire is not supposed to be in here. There we go. Hey Kevin, what's up? So Kevin, I have a question for you. What is the hook on the wire mainly meant for? And if you have any, I guess, notes about the stabs, I would actually love to know more. Because this is my first time actually looking at these. It's funny. Today's supposed to be about the Lily, but it's slowly becoming about these new stabilizers. Very, very slowly. What I am using Campfire Andromedas. But was a good price at XT20 I see some at 450 to 500 euros. I am not sure what the prices of XT20s are going for. Fuji cameras are kind of in a weird spot right now because everyone's after Fuji as a brand. Easier to afford the stabs than the Lily, most likely. That's true. It's true. The stabs are probably going to be less money. So I need a good way to kind of lube these because this seems like it's going to be kind of messy to mod. So I guess let's just put some 205 on these to start. I'll just put a thin coat, and if we need to inject some lubes, this is how much I'm putting. If we need to inject some lube, I will go ahead and inject it. So then, now bear with me while I kind of figure out how I'm gonna put these stabs back in here. I think the way I did it before was I inserted it vertically, if I remember correctly. Did I do that? Or hold on, do I have all these stabs in the wrong way? The wires here. I don't remember now. I may have put these in all backwards. Did I? Actually, I think I did. I think all of them are supposed to be flip-flopped. Let me see. Again, my first time using these stabs. Let's see, we can compare. I did put these all in flip-flop. Okay, let me take them all out. Let me organize them and then switch them around. Now the headache makes sense. Insert vertically, that sounds fun, does it? No, the headache, I don't know what the headache is from. I don't know why I feel so shitty today. Like I said, if I seem a little bit out of it today, guys, I don't really feel that well. Low rattle, high stability. Interesting. I've been a little bit under the weather feeling, you could say, the last 24 hours. I'm hoping it goes away soon, though, like relatively quickly, because I don't want to deal with feeling shitty. I don't like stabies since they're really bitchy when it comes to warp stabs or warp bars. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of been my takeaway from the stabies as well, is if you have any sort of inconsistency with any of your stabilizers, they tend to get a little bit wonky. How did I do this last time? All right, so yeah, you do insert vertically, and then you just snap them in here. I'll try to show you guys in this next one. I think I pulled it out of frame there, my bad. Yeah, I've been drinking a lot of water today. Interesting stabs. So you kind of put it in. Actually, wait, is this the right side? Yes, it is. No, it's not. We need this one, I think. Wait, no, this is this side. So we need this side. Put it in this way. And then it just kind of hooks in. And there we go. Probably have to make a better video for this. Less possible to bend, to be over under lubed. You don't need to be a stab master to have a good sound. All right, well, we just put a little bit of 205. So I'm curious how these will sound with just a little bit. I'd say maybe not the downfall of these, but something to note is you will have to be a little bit more aware of the way you're installing the stabs. Oh, these are actually, once you get the hang of it, these are really easy to install. That took like no effort at all. It's just very different from the stabs I'm normally using here. Again, I'm putting very thin coats of 205. And then again, just put it in and then pull and clip into place. Yeah, these are actually pretty easy. Damn. I guess there's no real way to kind of fuck these up too, because you have to install them a certain way. I know there are times I install stabs wrong. They don't have a name. They don't have a name yet. Unless Kevin thought of a name in the last 30 minutes, I don't think they have a name quite yet. Oh yeah, these are actually really easy to install once you get the hang of it. Okay. Hookies? I don't know if we want to dabble with that particular name, but you looks like you can't syringe them from the back, but you can syringe them from the front, which is fine too. Remember, it's not Sussy Sunday. I don't have the mental energy for mental Sussy Sunday today, so don't start with me, please. Please. Easy. I'm curious how this works if you need to add more lube. Well, so it seems like you can probably inject it from the front here, which can't really get a good angle, but you still can. Perhaps it needs no lube at all, but the back is completely closed off. There's nothing to insert from the behind over here. So no lubricant can be inserted from the behind. They are not butt pluggable. To answer your question, they are not butt pluggable, okay? He's testing us. I'll give in a little bit. I'll entertain you guys. All right, that's interesting. Let me quickly just get a little mat to work on here, because this is going to be a plateless build today. At least I don't think Riley had a plate. This guy. I'm on the fence right now. What's keeping you on the fence? I'm very curious. All right. Now there was some other stuff that came with this set of stabs. I'm not sure if this is stab related or this is also part of the stuff that came with the Lily. But there was some shims, which I don't know if we need today. I'm not positive. And all the screws and stuff, which I'll take out. Please don't start calling them hookers, guys. That's such a poopy name to give this. So nice.
Megan Erin gifted a tier 1 sub for
Thank
1
you, Megan. Appreciate you.
NSD1G8 tour. They have given 11 gift subs in the channel.
I like the name Hookies, though. Hookies is cool. I like Hookies. I guarantee you, though, people will still call them hookers. So, it's a great question, Alex. Where do I stick my screwdriver? I used it this morning to unscrew something, but oh well. I'll just use this one here today. Lost my screwdriver set. Honestly, thanks for streaming even when you feel sick. Make sure you get some good rest and drink lots of water, not alcohol. Because I actually don't really drink alcohol. I think in the last year, I can confidently say this, the last year alone, I've had one drink, which was a single cup of wine. Only because I hadn't had wine in such a long time that I was like, oh, I wonder what wine tastes like. These are Phillips. But I'm actually not too into alcohol, guys. Believe it or not. Don't really care for it. Plus, I actually physically can't really drink much alcohol because I have gout. So I try my best to stay away from drinking. Or else I feel bad physically. Alright, I'll see if this needs shims. Nope. I think this is a standard PCB. I don't think this is 1.2. The 16.8, well, let's call it 17 mil. 17 mil front height's kind of nice though. So wait, I have a question then, Kevin. Are these shims, does this come with the stabilizers? Or, I just don't know, sorry, because nothing really had boxes for this. So is this with the keyboard or is this with the stabs? If these come with the stabs, that's pretty awesome. Because they do come with the stabs. That's pretty cool that these come with the stabs. Because that's one thing I'm always short on is I'm always short on shims when it comes to builds. Because some keyboards don't have them. Damn, that's really, really cool. And how much are the stabs going to be, Kevin? I don't know if you've worked on a final price yet. Because normally you kind of have to buy those shims extra. The hookies come with shims. Yeah, I like the name hookies. The pads also, because he said everything in that little bag. So these little stab pads plus the shims would come with the stabilizer kit. It'll be less than 20 bucks. Okay, so I think that's technically less than Stabies for a more, in quotations, premium set of stabs. Interesting. Now, just to remind you guys, I feel like I should take off the word Lily prototype build and put stabilizer kit testing today. But just to remind you guys too, I only put 205 on these because I have no idea how these are going to sound or work. So I just think I'm going to play it safe for now and use something thinner. And perhaps I can experiment with these two that I did not lube. I can experiment with these later on with thicker greases and stuff like that. Testing new hookies on a random board, I don't know. Looks like we can also do, I believe, split here with 2 3Us. My only issue with, I think this is 3U. My only issue with 3U is finding space bars for those. You know, I checked all of my sets of space bars and I got like, I think 1 set in my entire collection that can do 3U. And also I don't have 3U wires. So that's the only thing I think becomes a little difficult when you're going with that space bar length. It's just support and stuff. Oh yeah, it does say 3U here in the back. By the way, nice little touch. I like when companies add little markers of what things are. But it's cool to see it as an option. Yeah, it's cool to see it as an option. for people who maybe want to split spacebar for their 60%. In this case here for their HHKB. Maybe we can offer them later. I don't know how much work it would be to put this in the kit though, Kevin, but maybe putting it in the in Gawk's Lily box here, just to have like 2. I don't know how much they are. I don't know if it would rise. I don't know like anything. I don't know the logistics of this, but maybe just having them just in case. Yeah, I can't imagine it adding that much, but cool. I do want to test these stabs to make sure everything's a-okay, because these are very new to me. As I've mentioned 14 times already. I'm sure you guys are sick of me saying that. But let's slap in some... Oh, okay, I think I need to go find a plate for this or something, because these are a little looser for the for this particular board. But let's... Do I have a set on deck over here? I don't. Let me get a keycap set really quick. Would love a split spacebar in HHKB. Yeah. This is solderable, yes. Just something quick to use. I can just grab. I'm not looking for a sound or anything right now. I'm just looking for actuation. I know these stabs are new, but can you offer a nuanced, complete viewpoint on them with a perspective of 6 to 8 weeks? Are you asking in 6 to 8 weeks? Can I offer a better viewpoint on them? If I can use them on more than just one build, I would say yes. But kind of hard to do on one build only. I know, I'm gonna have to get a... Okay, these are actuating perfectly. So, now comes the next... My next set of challenges is how to make these not follow. I don't know if this is just... Let me try a Nixie. Don't ask why there's a Nixie sitting on my desk, but... Okay, the Nixie stays in fine. So if you're gonna use cherry switches... what about HMX switches? No, HMX switches fall out. And then, do I have another switch here? This is just a JWK switch. Okay, JWK actually stays in, believe it or not. I don't have Gator on at my desk. Let's send you over a duffel bag of them? Hell yeah! Kevin, I would actually love to do more testing on these and give a better, like, long-term review on the stabs. That would be sick. So you're saying your favorite switch is also the best working? Leave me alone. Man, I did play this build with HMX on Friday night and it was miserable. Many of the keys were slightly crooked because of the terrible tolerances. It's not always limited to HMX though. Like, even these are technically Geon X Hamu switches. There's a whole bunch that have different tolerances on PCBs. They're sometimes all a little bit annoying to work with. Plateless builds, I find, are very hit and miss with how easy they are to work. It's kind of just exactly what you said. It's just, it is what it is, you know? As long as it came out perfect, then you're happy with it, man. You did say it's wonderful, so I'm happy. Take the corky desk mat and put it on the desk and flip it and remove the corky. The corky's too flimsy for that though. There's a small trick you can do if you just get a plate, which I can go find a plate quickly. So if we have some sort of universal plate, usually that helps. But I'll see if I have a plate sitting in my desk. You know what I kind of do want to do though, guys? I'm gonna min-max the spacebar because I already know that we're gonna want to see different spacebars on this. So I'm gonna not solder in the spacebar and I'll min-max that for us because I am also curious as to what other spacebars would sound like. I understand this is a plateless build, but it should be fine. Keyword should be. I think the tolerances of the min-max should help a lot, so we'll see. By the way, these were a pain to lube. I did these 2 days ago. Square stems are always a pain to lube. Just bought some min-max sockets so I can do the same. They're nice to have on spacebars. Famous last words. Okay, luckily these don't have much wiggle, they're just loose. Should also be fine since it's a key with a stabilizer. That's true too. We also should be okay with that too. I tried rubber banding the plate on top of the switches to align and solder. Oh, how did that, wait, Kev, did that work good? I didn't even think of doing that. I just feel like I'd make a mess of it like that. Min-maxing our little sockets. I can show you guys later. I have to get my min-max sockets. I'm gonna do that last. But I can show you guys later what those things look like. I did it in my plateless, all stab sockets, and none of them would sit flush anymore. For which one, Adam? These are Hamu X Geon linear switches. I quite like these because they have a nice little scratch to them, even when lubed. So, I don't know. Maybe it's hard to pick up over the mic. But it's very faint. It's like I said, just a tiny little scratch to them. And I don't know. I've put them in a few builds now because I did buy quite a bit of these. And I thought they sound pretty good. I did re-lube these, yeah. I mean, did you guys get lubed ones? Mine were not lubed when mine came to me. Are these supposed to be factory lubed? Mine were like, I mean, I've only done 2 batches of 3 that I have, but pretty positive mine were all bone dry. Are you guys doing a poll? Oh my gosh. Are the switches gonna fall out? They're supposed to be factory lubed. I just moved the factory lube around. Oh. No, mine were not factory lubed. Mine were like pretty dry. Maybe there were some small bits of oil on them, but... Okay, bear with me. I'm gonna go find myself a plate so I can flip this over. Give me one moment. Let me go get a plate. Actually, I should have one right here. Oh, that's polycarbonate. I have like a aluminum plate I can use. FR4. This could work. Okay, let me try this. Oh no, this doesn't work because it doesn't have split. 1 second, guys. I guess I could just use this. This is palm. What else do I got in the corner over here? This should still be fine. Alright. Although I don't know if this will... No, layout-wise, this does not work. 1 second as I try to find a layout that'll work for this. This'll work. I know, I just need to get like a few good plates and keep them in my drawer for things like this. Although, to be honest, I don't have the best feeling about this, but I'll give it my all. Nope. Did not happen, guys. Did not happen. Big smudge. Big F. Maybe that's what this keyboard needs too, is some sort of alignment system. Big F. Because for things like this, it just becomes a little tricky. I don't know if one can be... I think you can probably just make some sort of like plate out of FR4 to allow it to flip over nicely. I feel like that would be really nice. Maybe a stiff alu or brass plate. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the front and look for one, so you guys are gonna have to spend a few minutes away from me. Luckily I didn't fuck it up that bad. Only if a handful kind of like went out of place here. Alright, be right back one sec while I go try to find a stiffer plate. I went one by one. Oh, I hope I don't have to go one by one today. One sec, guys. So nice.
Dad is going to get some milk and a pack of Newports. Frown.
I don't know if this one will work. Let's find out. I don't think it will though. No, it's blocking one over here. One sec, guys. I have a few more plates. This should work. Should, keyword. There we go. Yeah, alignment tools are super handy when it comes to this kind of stuff. Bam! So much easier with aluminum. Thank you. Also, Keith, how you doing? Hope you've been doing well. Have I missed any new keyboard trends? Really, I say switches. Switches have been very trendy lately. I could use rubber bands for next time, but this time here, we got it with this. But that's a good point with rubber bands. Yeah, we look good. Okay. Yeah, rubber bands are a great tip for sure. We'll definitely have to figure out some really good method to do all this stuff. Noted. No, I do think some sort of alignment tool for looser switches. Obviously though, guys, like if you're using a switch that doesn't have this happen, we happen to be using like worst case scenario today. Let's move this guy here out of the way. He'll look into the loose holes. Beautiful. Really just a PCB thing at that point there. It's where these plastic legs would go. That's what would cause a little bit of that looseness. But if Gawk says he's gonna look into it, that makes me a happy camper. As another tip for any plateless build, just solder in one leg at a time. And I'll show you why after we're done one leg per time here. Everyone should just use Nixie's forehead. I think it's more of a switch issue, not a PCB issue. Yes and no. I have successfully done certain plateless builds with basically any switch. It really comes down to a tolerance on the PCB itself. Like for example, there are some PCBs I've done where every switch falls out. So, Alex, your one leg at a time really works well for my RX 60. Yeah, one leg at a time for any plateless builds, regardless of if they're super tight or they're really loose. You do one leg at a time, and then you go in and you hold the switch in and then solder in the other leg or the other metal pin. The only switch I don't recommend for any plateless build is 3-pin switches. You're going to need 5-pin switches for this to do plateless. There should be no world where you're using 3-pin. I once had a client tell me to use 3-pin for a plateless build, and it was an absolute nightmare. I never want to do 3-pin again for plateless. Your one leg at a time method also works really well for when I put on pants. I'm really glad I can help out in all facets of life. Very, very glad. Also, Gargle, if I didn't say thank you so much. I appreciate you for the sub, dude. Thank you so much, Gargle. Disparage 3-pin switches. Yeah. Does it work on shirts? I don't know if you're supposed to do one leg at a time on shirts, but let me know how that works. Surely better than both legs at once? Surely. I do 3 legs? Huh? Don't call me Shirley. I was waiting for someone to say that. Instructions unclear. Head now stuck in pant leg. Found out about the word so late. Glad I got one though. Which one? The Arc? The Arc is fantastic. But I thought the Arc was still for sale. Am I incorrect? For some reason, I thought there were still units of the Arc available. No, I bought them all? Oh, my bad. I just missed out. Oh, and other colors. Well, what colors are left? I think the Safari was really popular for Arc. Alright, so this is soldered in for 1 leg each. We can remove the plate. Before I get too far into this though, I am going to grab some Mil-Max sockets and just Mil-Max the space bar. Oh, violet? The purple wasn't that bad. I didn't mind the purple color. I thought they said there was going to be absolutely no more arcs. And yes, I replace it once every 30 days, 3D. Actually, I've been doing it more often than 30 days. Kenny, thank you so much for the 13 months
with such a beautiful man. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Can you be cream to my pie, please?
Huh? God damn, bro. Alex is scared of his third eye being opened by the sacred fumes. Ooh, will this let me Mil-Max it, or is this too tight? Ooh, I don't know if I can Mil-Max this, guys. No Mil-Maxing today. They are a little too tight for Mil-Maxing. Let's see. Let me try. Sometimes it's just a mil socket that's too tight. It happens though. You sometimes get PCBs like this. No, cannot. We cannot Mil-Max it. Push harder. Guys, don't be weird. Oh my gosh. Where is the baggie I just had? Over here. All right, it's okay. Don't worry about it. This is definitely close to the Ori Founders Edition color, for sure. I hard agree on that. You guys, spit on the sockets? Okay, you know what, guys? Too fucking sussy today. Alright, so this is the trick I normally do, by the way. So if you guys are actually interested in this and don't want to just tell sussy jokes to me for the next 20 minutes, this is what I normally do. I don't think we need to do it in this case, but you're essentially just going to support the switch now with your finger and reflow the 1 leg you've already soldered. And we're going to do this for every single switch to ensure. You can hear that clicking. We just want to make sure everything is sitting flush. Don't pull away right away because you want to let it cool down. Hamuji on Black's so good. I built my Tomo with it and it's amazing. I had really good luck last time I used these, so... The pop is so satisfying to hear. Yeah, when they do pop, they're kind of nice. Just means they're sitting nicely this time. Some of them turned out really good though. Like they're not moving at all when we reflow them, but some were not as lucky. And if you guys are wondering why I'm even going through the trouble of this, it's because if you don't seat your switches 100% correctly, by the way, you're not going to get the best sounding keyboard. It's really important to go through this step. Now again, this step is pretty much exclusive to plateless builds. I do this for every plateless build, by the way. There's no exceptions. But this is pretty important. No disrespect to an HHKB, but what is the purpose design behind the HHKB? Just layout. Someone really likes the layout and they decided that they are going to make a keyboard about it. I would personally say there's no real big advantage to having an HHKB versus a normal 60 in terms of layout. It's just really an aesthetic thing, and that's it. No real rhyme or reason, I'd say, in the long term. People can argue that, you know, the blockers in the bottom will have something different, yada, 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 but it's not true. You can just bind the keys to not do anything if that's really the case. There's going to be a lot of fingerprints on this PCB, and I'm sorry, whoever I have to send this back to. That's why I watch Alex, just an aesthetic thing. God damn. Thanks, dude. I really like having my control on R3 once in a while. Yeah. Are you guys also finding that popping really satisfying? That's so satisfying to me. Yes? Hell yeah. It's like bubble wrap? Kinda. Validation from the keyboard gods. Now I need to examine my plateless build. I need that pop. You'll notice, like, okay, I don't want to say it's going to be an extreme difference, but if you're doing plateless and you haven't seated everything correctly and you're now going to go back to it and seat it correctly, I'm kind of confident you will notice some sort of sound difference. It might not be huge, but you'll definitely hear something different. I don't know if anyone can back me up on that claim, but seating switches really does matter. Killing mosquitoes with an electric swatter? I've never done that before. I'll back it up on you. Okay. Adam, relax. Can vouch even on soft plates. If things aren't seated properly, it makes a diff. Hell yeah. Time for me to sleep? Dude, have a nice nap, sleep, rest, whatever you're going to be doing. I wish it well. Thank you, Zane. I appreciate it, man. I can't unhear it now. What, the mosquito thing you guys mentioned? See, my brain does not put 2 and 2 together like that because I've never done that before. I'm out of water again. Kenny, what time do you want? Do you want 1 or 7? I meant to ask you, what time do you want? You let me know, sir, and I will make it happen. Would you prefer 7? No. I haven't told Kenny what time it is. 7? I will make it 7 for you. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw, but I put the subathon giveaway stuff up. As you guys kept requesting, I put build request, I guess, prizes. So I'll cover all the expenses in doing your build, except for the shipping to me, but the shipping back I'll cover as well. So if you have a keyboard you need built, I will not charge you a build fee for it. Why are there no orange shorts in that list? For 20,000 subs, I'll give away my orange shorts. The ones I personally have on. 20,000. Body pillow? No body pillows. Not yet. Unwashed? Okay, now it's 40,000. Don't sell yourself short, Alex. I think the gold prize is build plus switches. Okay, so for that one there too, the build plus switches, it's any switches I have in my possession, or I'll even get you switches, and then I'll mod them and stuff. I'm kind of shocked that a lot of people really want it that over like another keyboard, but I mean, I'm totally down to do that as a giveaway. So I think it's a fair amount of money in service fees anyways, so. Unwashed after leg day or no? Oh boy. If I win a board, you promise to lick it. Gosh. It really is Sussy Sunday, huh? It really, really is. Sacker, thank you so much for the 10 tier 1s, man. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, thank you. I hope you're having a good one today, man. 39,990 to go. Oh boy. Thank you, Sacker. Appreciate you, man. All right. So this is done. Okay. We are good here. Turn off my iron. You know what I do a lot of lately, by the way? Whenever I leave the house now, I have to go and triple check that my iron's turned off. Because I'm paranoid that one day I'm going to leave it on and burn the condo down. Paranoid, dude. Absolutely paranoid. Build service would be best in slot if I had something needing building. Well, there's going to be no like expiration on that. So if you guys happen to win it, my only concern is someone's going to win it and then never claim it and then take it away from someone who actually wants it. So, by the way, I got a little announcement to make. I don't think this was one of the things I gave away, but I think it was maybe another creator. Listen, I'm going to say this. I'm not going to name names. Please don't, if you know who they are, don't name them in chat. I beg. I'm not trying to shame anyone, but if you win a giveaway prize and you want to sell it, I don't know, man. Like, do that shit privately or something. Don't turn around and go to the Discords and start posting things that you want to sell and it was a giveaway prize. It wasn't a giveaway prize that I did, but I believe it was another creator. So just like, don't do that. I don't know. It just kind of, like, obviously you can do whatever the fuck you want with it at the end of the day, but it feels a little bit, I don't know the right word. It's not, I wouldn't even say cringe. It's just, I feel like it's disrespectful in some sort of ways to not only the person you won the prize from, but maybe people who are genuinely interested in the prize. Yeah, uncool. I don't want to say it's like the meanest thing to do in the world, but disingenuous. Yeah, maybe a little bit disingenuous, for sure. So, I don't know. Again, I don't think it's more so disrespectful to the creator. It's more disrespectful to everyone else who maybe was interested in that board in winning a prize. It just feels shitty, you know? It does. Anyways, that's it. That's all I wanted to say, because I saw that happening and it made me kind of smooge. All right, I'm going to wash my hands really quick. I just enter for the L's. I'm not going to name names. Guess I don't need cadet anymore. Put this away. Most of the winners are randoms rather than the regulars. Actually, last giveaway we did, I would say like 90% of the winners were actually, believe it or not, regulars. But the giveaway before that, it was pretty much, it doesn't matter to me none, but because I know some people don't talk in chat, which is totally fine. But there was a lot of like I think people who just like tuned in and fucked off. So, all right. Beautiful, by the way. Absolutely stunning side profile. Let's take this apart, shall we? Let us take it apart. Let's grab our screwdriver. Let's grab our bits. Now, what bit do I need? Can't you set it up that if you want to enter, you have to be following for like a month or something? You technically can, but I think it's a little deeper than that, unfortunately. Like, I can't just, I don't know. There's so many rules and stuff when it comes down to how you manage and do giveaways. So, oh, I see how they did this. That's cool. This might have been on the other keyboard, I don't remember. The screw is the foot. That's cool. Okay, I'll buy it. That is really cool. Smart? Yeah, that is really smart. Thank you, by the way, Real Scrubs. Appreciate you, dude. For 3 months in advance, bro. Really, really appreciate that. We're screwing feet now. That's cool, but I'd hate to be feetless, bro. How does this unclip here? There we go. So we do have some diffusion. Chappie, thank you so much for 10 tier 1s. What the heck? Thank you, Chappie. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you, thank you.
God damn, dude.
It does have some, not diffusion rather, but blockers for the LEDs, which is nice to see. And that looks like it's just an adhesive onto that. Thank you, Scotty. Really appreciate it, dude. Here's the top frame. Anno looks really good on this, by the way.
I'll be your prototype and you can play with my internals.
Huh? What is going on today? What the fuck? That's so sussy, Scotty. I like this, by the way. This is a nice little touch. This is a nice little touch. If that doesn't make you happy, I don't know what does. I like that there. It's just cute. Okay, I'll buy it. It's cute. All right. The diffuser, sorry, I meant to say, actually, I don't know if there is a diffuser in there. Hard to see. There might be. I'd have to take it apart. Hard to really tell. It just looks like a piece of acrylic or polycarbonate, but I can definitely tell there's something. Cool. All right, now we gotta take off this. Same bit. Okay, so same bit as the feet. I like that. Very, very nice. I noticed there's no gaskets here. I don't know if Gawk or Kevin are in here. Is there supposed to be or not? It's silicone? Okay, so there's a silicone diffuser in there, guys. Ooh. Fancy. Optional gaskets? Okay, we'll leave them off for now. Oh, there's the daughter board already installed. I guess I just need to plug it in then. Do I have side silicone gaskets? Maybe in here. These might be it. The wire is a bit long, no? I guess there's a short wire too. Oh, this is not the right. This is a fly daughter board. Oh, by the way, this is not the final daughter board. I believe they're moving to JST only. So this will not be present on the final, FYI. Grey Hands, thank you so much for the Prime. Really appreciate that, dude. Although, I might just use that daughter board because this JST connector is hella long. So I think I'm gonna switch. Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch it. Yeah, let's just do that. No more Molex? Yeah, they're not gonna use Molex for the final. I already confirmed that. I think Riley told me that. Yeah, I no more Molex, please. Are you also sick of Molex connectors, Kevin? Because I am. They're okay connectors. They, to me, have a very small benefit over JST, but I will admit the fact that they have such low rating for how many times you can swap them out is a little concerning. So why do they choose Molex? Isn't it like 1 cent cheaper or something? I don't know if it's cheaper, but I think it's just, there's a few reasons why it kind of got introduced, which I can kind of explain, and then you guys might look at me and go, what the fuck are you talking about? Originally, this was implemented because some people were yoinking out their cables. This happened a lot when the hobby was really early, like in its lifespan. I would see posts on Discords, Reddit, of people forgetting that they had a JST connector attached and just whoosh, ripping off the top with, top mounts, and goodbye JST connectors. I don't know how often that happens nowadays, but dude, early on, like 4 years ago, 3 years ago, I swear I saw a post a week about someone doing that. I think there's people even who streamed who have done that. So someone down the road got an idea to implement this cable, which even if you yoink it, it just pulls out and won't, damage anything. But they're only rated for like 6 to 10 uses. I believe the datasheet does says 10, yeah. So how much of a benefit really is this? I don't know. The answer is I don't know. I personally see no benefit in using these type of connectors, personally. You still see it, Oak? people are still ripping out their cables. That is mind-bogglingly low. Yes, it is ridiculously low. And when they first got introduced, I was like, these are cool. And then when someone told me 10 connections, 10 like rated for 10 uses, I was like, no fucking way they're rated for 10 uses. But yeah, they're rated for 10 whole uses. It isn't really a benefit because the connector wasn't designed for that purpose. Yeah, I don't know what these type of connectors were originally designed for, but I don't see the purpose of them for keyboards. Those pogo connectors that people have been using in boards, those are really cool. I much prefer seeing those than I prefer seeing these. Okay. This should be long enough, right? Yeah, this should be fine. Pogo pin everything. I don't know if we can actually get everything to be pogo pinable or whatever you want to call it. I don't know how valid it is. Nice music right now? Thanks. Sometimes Lo-Fi Girl actually has really good music. By the way, thank you guys all for tuning in today. I'm sorry for being a little under the weather if I seem a little slower today or just a little off. I apologize. My head still kind of hurts a little bit. I'm a little tired. I feel a little bit foggy today. Definitely think I'm getting sick or something. Too much excitement over the last few days, I guess. Thank you, Chappie. I really appreciate you, man. Now you're good? COVID brain? Luckily, I don't think I have any sort of brain fog anymore to complain about, but I definitely had that when I got COVID. I hope all these switches are decently aligned. If there is some switches that are a little bit off, don't hate me for it. I'll go and fix it eventually. It was optional, right? Let's leave them. Do you guys want me to put them in? Should we start with them in? These are the feet. I think these are the optional gaskets. Start with them? You already have it closed? Well, I mean, not really. I don't truthfully have it closed. Are these the optional gaskets? I'm assuming these are it. Yeah. Pretty positive these are it. Now, how do these sit nicely in this? Actually, what's this? Oh, these are just other silicone gaskets, okay. Interesting. Bit hard to keep in place. We'll make them a little adjustment of the shape. Yeah, I wouldn't say they're truly difficult, Kevin. I will say though, if it had more of like a press fit kind of thing going on, where you kind of push them in, that might be super beneficial. But I wouldn't say they were super difficult. So usually I'm one to complain about those things. I really like ease of use for building. Why isn't this catching? You got lucky. There you go. Now it's catching. Wait, how'd I get lucky? What's interesting about these switches, yes, that's why I said there's a little bit of scratch to them, and I quite like it. I just checked my ARC 60 platelets and I need to redo the soldering because I didn't do your method correctly. I hope that when you end up redoing it, I hope it sounds even better. If not, at least you'll have the peace of mind that it's all soldered 100%. So, at least you'll have that peace of mind. I will say though, did I not correctly do this? Hold on one sec. I don't like the way this is sitting. Yes, this is plateless, guys. It's plateless. I'm just gonna double check to see if the seating on this board is 100%. You kind of have to like hook it in or something. There's a little bit of a bow that's kind of happening with the center. Is there a trick to this, Kevin? Let's try this one more time. It's the side gaskets, I'm betting. Just bend it? Okay, guys. It's to fit with the desk. Oh my gosh, dude. Anytime to bring that up, you guys do, man. Get out the hammer. Anytime you guys bring that up, you guys can and will. Oh, it's better. Now it's fitting better. I don't know why that had to take a second go at that. Okay. Yeah, the screw feet are much nicer. Anyways, if you guys want to see this quickly again. No, this is just my normal screwdriver. There is that side profile. Again, from a bit of a distance. I showed it up close earlier. Bottom of the keyboard. It looks great. Everything about this looks fantastic. There is still a little bit of a bow happening here. And I'm wondering why that is. I feel like it's slightly there. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's just bowing out a little bit. I don't know if it's... You're not supposed to screw them in all the way, but just as a note. Seems better because I had it in the shadows, but... If I unscrew it a little bit, it sort of helps, but... I don't think it's from the gaskets. Because the gaskets are on the side. I didn't think to check that when I was originally taking apart the keyboard. But I feel like this is how I would be comfortable screwing in these. I wonder if the screw length needs to be adjusted a little bit for that. But just as a note, at least from what I am seeing so far. Yeah, I feel like one extra anchor point definitely would have helped there. Or another little trick that I've seen some brands do that do have a little bit more of like a kind of like a curve over here is they'll have it hook. I'm already looking into that. Could be a manufacturing issue with warping from the CNC. My man Gawk, dude, he's just on top of that shit. Damn. He is on top of it. He's already looking into it. Well, I'd love to hear an update on that, Gawk. That's awesome that you're already looking into it. Gawk is locked the fuck in. Dude, he is locked in, dude. Gawk is very locked in, dude. Now let's talk about these stabs again. Okay, hold on. Let's put keycaps on. How do you guys feel about using olive? I think olive would be nice. Olive is maybe. It's either olive or I was going to do something else, like more beige, but I don't know. I feel like beige on this just be kind of boring, no? Thank you, Lightning. I appreciate you, man. I think olive would look nice. Okay, I was gonna use sloth. Hear me out. I was like, yeah, sloth sounds like it's gonna be sick today. But then I went to Gawk's Geek Hack page, and he already has this particular color rendered with sloth. So, I don't know. It just feels like a little redundant that I'm going to be doing it with sloth. Because that was the original set I was going to put on this today. Foundation? I don't have aluminum olive. I wouldn't really put that on, though. I'm not really into aluminum keycaps. Like, not that into them. All right, we're doing predictions for this. Can we see some options? You guys don't want olive? Okay, olive or a beige GMK set. Just spam. I'm not going to do a poll for this one here. All right, everyone's doing olive. Okay, so now we're going to do predictions. Let's do predictions for this. You guys already know the rules. Will this GMK set be messed up? If you guys don't know the rules for this, if one keycap is not aligned correctly, like if it's slightly off, slightly overlapped, it's fine. But if it's fully flipped over, fully rotated, I mean, you guys should know the rules for this. I feel like we've done this a bajillion times by now, so. I'll put away the screwdriver for now, but I have a feeling we're going to want to see what this sounds like with and without those side gaskets. So while you guys vote, I'm gonna get some more water because, like I said, I'm not 100% today. I don't know why that is, but the glass is over here. Doubters taking the W today. Just so you guys can get a better look, this is what it looks like on all sides. The plastic's a little weird on this one here. I don't know what happened there with the plastic. It's GMK, we know the drill. Oh, I gotta clear up one thing though. I did get a DM, well not a DM, an email from someone who basically, they weren't mad at me. There was nothing to do with me, but they basically said, oh my God, like I watched your video on, it was like an old one about one of the sets being messed up from GMK. And basically their sentiments were they would, like they've already bought a few sets from GMK and they're sorely disappointed from the packaging and how, you know, they feel like they've been ripped off. I will say from a certain standpoint, I get it. From another standpoint, it's just packaging at the end of the day. Like, you're going to put them on the keyboard. I get both sides of this, but we do it as a joke here. Kind of what Sue just said. It's not that deep. You're not buying the box. You're buying the keycaps inside. So for me, it's kind of a non-issue. It's funny to laugh at, though. All right, let's open this up. It's funny to laugh at the end of the day, and I think that's about it. Don't hate me. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It had to ship one way or another. Don't fucking hate me, guys. I like when it's deep. Dude, I never know which way is up with these stupid fucking boxes, man. Right now it's messed up. Hey, it had to ship anyways, dude. Don't be upset. That was perfect. Unsubbing. All right. Let's see if this is messed up. All right. F keys. I don't think I've ever seen the F keys mess up. That's good. That's looking good. Doesn't really matter. A little shifted over. We're not going to take points away for that. Oh, I don't think me doing anything had to do anything. I think this is, yeah, I don't. There's nothing. That was not, yeah, That was bound to happen then. Yeah. No, Adam, it would not have been me, bro. That was definitely not me, dude. I demand a refund. Okay. This is gonna look nice on this. Take the L. Okay, I know this is about the lily right now, but secondary kind of review type of thing going on here is these stabs. I am so... The F is underneath the D. High key, dude, these stabs sound really good for the light coating I put on. Come here, stupid 7U spacebar. A little bit of rattle on this one here, but I can probably tune that. The shift and enter are really good. A little bit of rattle on the hookies on the bottom, which I don't know if it's a stab thing or if it's something else. We can find out. The enter looks crooked. I can guarantee you the enter is not crooked. Guarantee. All right. So these two sounded really good. I'm going to double check what's happening with the spacebar there, though. Because that could just be the keyboard itself vibrating or something. 100% looks crooked. Guys, what is crooked about this? That looks dead ass straight to me, bro. GMK packaging is crooked. Ooh, this is gonna sound really nice. Also, olive is a perfect choice for this. Absolutely insane choice. Fuck, I really hope I did these switches good though, man. I really hope there's no angled switches. I have a feeling there's gonna be one or two. I think Alex's bent desk gives you, okay, you know what? Yeah, this is a really good color, by the way. This might be the best color in the lineup for all the Lily choices. Ain't gonna lie, dude. I think this is the best color. Yeah, we gotta put pipe, delete, backspace. I think this is my first crooked looking switch. Or maybe not, I don't know, I have to double check. There might be a few, guys. I'm not gonna claim this is 100% perfect because it's a plateless PCB and we did looser switches. It's not the R, I think it's the T. There's gonna be a few. Don't let it detract from the build. I never know until I put the switches in, so. Well, actually, I think we will put something else here because usually this is backspace and this is not backspace. This is just delete for this set. I don't want it to be a little redundant there. Let's put function here. By the way, thank you, Nev, for the 5 tier 1s. Thank you, thank you. I can go in and fix some of the crooked ones afterwards, but like I said, I am not personally too concerned. We will do it the best that we can. No, Alex, it's ruined. I'm so sorry, guys. Wait, what happened? What happened to poor Adam? He got blocked by Soran. Fix it, re?
God damn, dude.
Dude, realistic, thank you so much for the 5-tier ones, man. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. Don't ruin perfect symmetry. Oh, well, it's not that bad. Relax. Soren sucks? Damn. Oh, man. I really like this olive set on this. This looks beautiful. Okay, I do think it's just a lack of lubricant on this. So, yeah, olive definitely slaps on this. Let's put this to the side. Let's put this back. This set is really nice. This looks absolutely gorgeous. There's like the... Oh, is there even any left here? It's very small amount I have left of lube, but what's an easy way to tackle this? Okay. I have never tuned these stabs post-install before. So, with that being said, let me grab a switch puller wherever I have one. Where are all my switch pullers? Where'd you guys all go? Oh, fuck it. Green beans keyboard. Green beans. See if that helps a little. I only put a tiny little bit because I'm completely out in this syringe. That did help a lot. That was like the tiniest amount. Ooh. These tabs are pretty good. These were pretty low effort to lube. Like, I don't have to put... There's no final details on the tabs. I think Kevin said they're working on pricing still. I know there's some crooked ones, Soren. Soren, do you want me to go and fix the T and R? Because I think it's just the T and R. Would that make you feel better? Would that make you feel better, guys? Here, I'm going to go do it right now, since you guys are... Fix the tilt? What's wrong with the tilt? No, I can't put delete there, because delete and delete make no sense. Here, I'll do it for you guys right now. You know what, Diego, I know I shouldn't bother, but you know what? Don't let them bully you. They've already bullied me. I think they're all going to accept the TNR. That's one way to look at it. That is one small way to look at it. Put resin. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let's do the typing test first. Typing test first, then I remove the gaskets and fix the switches. That makes way more fucking sense. Okay? That makes, to me at least, way more sense. So this is the Geon X Hamu switches, which I've redone with 205. Apparently there was supposed to be stock lube on them. I don't know. These are also what I guess we're deeming hooky switches or stabilizers. They're from Type Plus. There's no final name or price on these things. Interesting. If you guys want to go back and look at how those were installed and stuff, that was earlier on in the stream. And this is a plateless build. This first typing test is with the side gaskets. Let's actually plug it in too. Although I don't know if this daughter board's working or not. Doesn't look like it. I'll have to figure out if that daughter board was just not good. Could be not good. Yeah, this daughter board's not working. Hooker stabs? They're not called hooker stabs. All right, let's see what this is going to sound like now. Perhaps, I don't know. I just plugged it in because that was the only cable that fit properly. I mean, I think this sounds really good. Perhaps a bit more lube on the spacebar. I am noticing a little bit more of like an upstroke on it too. Perhaps a little bit more. Honestly though, I think the spacebar sounds good on both sides. I don't think it's anything to do with left or right. The alphas are really nice. I am noticing a slight bow of this particular spacebar. So you know what I'll do for you guys? Let's try one thing. Let me find my switch puller first. Where did I stick all my switch pullers? I swear I had like 15 at one point. Flip the spacebar? Well, we could try that. But I was gonna just try using a different spacebar. Because it could be the fact that this is... Maybe the olive spacebar got a little bit wonky. That sounds a lot different to me. Yeah. I think it was just from this being a little bit warped. Because that's pretty... It's a little unfortunate, but this happens sometimes. It matches the desk. Okay, you know what? You know what? Let's see, what if we put a little bit more lube in? Whatever's left here. No, I think that sounds fine, to be honest. The alphas are really deep. There's no lube in there. There's a tiny amount left. The alphas are super, super deep. In terms of how soft this feels, I would say it's pretty soft. The bouncing you're seeing is actually from the desk pad. I gotta admit, I like the way this sounds. I mean, I really like no pad test. Just more bass, more resonance you can kind of hear. Let's try something too. I want to see if maybe this bottom piece being a little bit warped is causing any sort of distress to the case. I'm actually just going to take out this one. I feel like it might be causing some distress on the case too. Give me a moment. I personally think that did sound a little different. Okay, so what might be happening is because we did see that the bottom had a little bit of a warp to it. It might not even be... Yes, the spacebar has a slight little warp to it, but it might literally be because there's a bit of a... I mean, Gawk said he's already going to look into it. Sounds nice. You guys gotta leave my poor desk alone, man. It's been through so much trauma because of you guys. Sounds nice. I like it a lot. It does sound really good. Some takeaways from this, though. The bottom definitely needs to be looked at, but Doc said it's already going to be looked at. I like the feet. The feet are really cool. I like the gaskets on the inside. You can kind of change them as you fit, which is pretty neat. What else is really nice about this? It's pretty simple. There's not really a whole lot going on in terms of how to assemble this. So, is your desk micro cemented? Nope, there's no cement in my desk at all. It's just IKEA. Hi from Italy. What's up? How you doing? Throw a Nixie. Oh wait, you guys want me to straighten this too? Hold on. Let me do the straightening of the keycaps too. We were gonna do side gaskets, yeah, but I'll straighten some of the switches. What I need to straighten. The R and the T. I think that's it, and the H perhaps. Okay. This is not going to be 100% perfect, guys. I'm not going to like make it 100%, but I'll do what I can right now. Has anyone tried with 2mm silicone sheet instead of all foam? For which board? I'm getting there. And I think the H is another offender. And we'll do the J too. Or not the J, the F, rather. A bit better. Are you guys happier? Are you guys happier now? I was gonna do mil maxing on the spacebar here, but I couldn't get it to work. Overall, though, the stabs are pretty good. I would say that the only they definitely don't need a lot of lube. I still want to experiment with a set of these stabs where they have. I mean, I wish I also got this daughter board to work. I guess the one with the what's it called? I guess the other thing doesn't work right now. It's fine. Oops, wrong button. I meant to turn off the iron. Switch the daughter board? I mean, it's fine. Where's the orange cable from? Ordinary Labs. And hold on one sec as I just get another syringe. Again, I've never worked with these stabilizers before, so I'm kind of winging it as we go. Can I do any lube from the back here? No, not really. I just put 205 on these. I think next time I try them, though, I will definitely be trying... Definitely be trying something different. Doesn't really make that much of a difference. I only put in a tiny little bit more, but let's put this back together. And let's see what it sounds like now with no side gaskets. We're gonna mod my Newfie with silicone. Dude, you don't have to get flack for it. If someone gives you flack for the way you want to mod your own keyboard, simply put, I don't know a nice way to put this, but they can literally go fuck themselves. Sorry, I don't know a nice way to put that. Who gives a shit? It's not them. They don't need to tell you how to build your stuff, you know? That is not their responsibility. They can go mind their own business. Yeah, it's your money. I feel like most keyboard people try some kinds of mods to see what they like. Yeah, everyone's gonna go through some form of like trying new things in keyboards, so. I don't notice any difference with the side gaskets removed. Okay, I don't really notice anything really at a glance. Yeah, I like, perhaps there is one difference. It's around these keys. Slightly more bright, I'd say, maybe now. Slightly, like the tiniest bit. I don't think the spacebar is hollow at all. The only other thing I can really offer you guys that we can try is, do you guys want me to try a different spacebar? Like a different switch? Because I can desolder the Geon X Hamu and we can put in a cherry switch if you guys would like, which I feel like a lot of people would probably pair with this particular keyboard. Overall, alphas are nice and deep if you guys want my opinion on sound profile. The alphas are very nice sounding. Deep, they're very full. Mods, with the exception of the spacebar as of right now, I think the mods all sound fantastic. These stabs are really good too. But let's try swapping up the spacebar. As of right now, in both the side gaskets and no side gaskets, I don't mind this spacebar. I will say this spacebar is quite bright for, I guess, what I thought it was going to be. However, I don't think it's bad at all. The board is absolutely gorgeous. Like, absolutely stunning. Build on this was fairly easy, minus the whole plateless deal with certain switches, you know? But yeah, let's desolder this spacebar, shall we? Let's see what that's gonna sound like if we put in a Nixie. I'm only gonna do this for one switch. I'm not gonna desolder it like 4 times. Where's my desoldering iron? Or kit? Where did I stick you? Oh, you're over there. I don't think I have an Otemu Blue. Isn't that a clicky switch? I'm assuming. For $450 though, you're getting a very pretty looking keyboard. I wouldn't say there's any like standout features on this. Maybe rearranging some of the gaskets to your liking can be standout to some people. I wouldn't say there's standout features. It's just really pretty. You're getting a very pretty design. I'm pretty sure everyone who ends up liking this board will buy it and appreciate it. And it's plateless too, so some people will really like plateless. Plateless builds are always fantastic. They always have a really nice full sound profile to them usually. Throw a solenoid in there. I'll grab the other derivative here in a second. Let me just desolder this guy. Where's my derivative anyways? I'll have to go find that, because I have no idea. Oh, it's right there. Never mind, I see it. And that's it. Safari arc. I don't have the arc in that color that you guys are asking. I do not own it in that. Burgun time. Ooh. It came right out. How many keyboard do you have, Alex? How many? That's a great question. I'm honestly not too positive about how many personal keyboards I own. This is a lot of one. I'm not sure, and I think answering would just be... Okay, I have to hold it in my hand. Okay, at least 2. I'm honestly not sure. I couldn't give you a good answer there. I think I'm giving away so many that I just lost count. But I will say it's not like... I think some people expect some crazy amount from me, but I think it's always dwindled around, with including all the prototypes that people let me keep and just stuff I've purchased over the years, being like fully engrossed in this hobby, probably around 90. But probably towards the end of this year, I want to aim to only have around 20 to 30, because I'm going to be giving away most of them. Where do you store them? I have a little shelf that a rather big shelf that I keep them on. It's where I keep all my parts and stuff. Go for it, Adam. When I see you here, I'll tickle you. I mean, Insty's seen them. It's not the best storage solution in the world. Don't forget, I'm not in a big condo. I'm in a fairly tight condo here, so. I've definitely showed Insty, though. Chat would be mad if they saw, pretty much. But I do what I can, and then I give away usually every 4 months I do like a 15 keyboard giveaway. This month I think we're only giving away 12, but for another few units I'm probably going to be giving them away to Discord in different ways. Okay. Holy shit, that's a loud spacebar. That is really loud. It's nice, don't get me wrong, but it's falling. Oh. I like it. I think if you wanted to keep the lower tone of things, definitely go with something like a Curry switch, even like I would even say a milky yellow would go really, really well with this, but I think this spacebar in this particular board really has some like, let me get rid of the bottom feet here again. It really just kind of punches you, huh? Which is kind of cool. I don't mind it because I like spacebars like this. This is definitely my thing. Unscrewing it, though, definitely lowers down some of that pitch. Slightly. And I don't know if it's noticeable to you guys, but I'm definitely hearing it. Ooh. Okay, I like it without the screws in the bottom there, but obviously I want these to be screwed in. But yeah, it's just not sitting properly because of the bend maybe. Or I don't know if it's something to do with, let's actually just do like this. Let's just put in the feet and not screw them in. No, it's definitely different still. Yeah, Kevin, I can try regular spacebar or regular stabs. Do you guys want to see regular stabs too? It doesn't rhyme well. Rhyme? Shall we? Shall we try one set of the gold standard? The gold standard cherry. Other than that, I have to admit though, Kevin, I do like these stabs. I think if this ends up being a stab thing that has maybe more of a harsh, I'm only gonna do the spacebar because the enter and the shift sound phenomenal. If it ends up being a stab thing, then you know what? These would be really cool for builds that you kind of want to have a sharper spacebar. Other than that, the stabs feel absolutely insane. What's bent is, it seems like when I'm screwing in the bottom two screws, it's arcing the bottom of the case. And that might be just because it only has two screws, right? Or it might be something like Gawk said, into which it's the, unfortunately, maybe the manufacturing of this prototype got a little bit bent or something. So it could be one or the other. The keycap's a little bent, but I mean, ultimately, I don't think it's making that much of a difference. You'd hear more of a ticking sound, not a high-pitched sound. The spacebar, yes, has a little bit of a warp to it, but again, nothing that I'd personally be concerned over. Let me go find some stabs for this. One moment. I'm just gonna use cherry. Enjoy the back of my neck. Neck content. You go with thinner lube if you lube over. Typically, it's not even thinner lube. I just put a microscopic amount of lube if I lube over pre-lubed switches. That was a mouthful, but that's typically what I do. Ooh. You guys ever just stretch your back and it just feels so damn good? That's me today. Can't ever go wrong with good old cherry stabs. It very well could be the stabs also causing more of a high-pitched sound, in which case we can let Kevin know. But this is also a very good example of plateless builds and how easy it is to swap out stabilizers if you are playing around with a build that you're not sure what you want the sound profile to be like. Because all we're really doing here is we're gonna lube these and we just literally plug them in and then we install 4 screws again. So it's very simple. That's actually one of the reasons why I like plateless so much. Although I am a sucker for a good plate build sometimes, just because I like aluminum, I like polycarbonate, add something to the sound at times, you know? I don't... Physis, I've never used an ultrasonic cleaner yet. And I personally, I don't know, man, like, I don't know if you really need one. I feel like if you have switches that you maybe bought from someone else, maybe, and you really need to get them, you know, super clean. But for most switches that you buy that are factory lube, you can just lube on top of it. Or if it really bugs you, just wipe it away even with like a paper towel at that point. You're not going to get all of it. You never will unless you use something like an ultrasonic cleaner. But yeah, unless you're doing specialty stuff like Lux just said, for sure. But I don't know. I don't know if it's 100% necessary all the time. All right. Now, let's clip these into place. Did I get it? I did. Let's move our other stabs out of the way. Maybe it was the stabilizer making it a little higher pitch. Maybe. Stab diff? Was it a bit of a stab diff? Maybe. Hold on, let's put the top case back on. Nope, I don't think so. I don't think it was a stab diff. Let's screw it in though to be 100% certain. No, right here. I was like, where'd I put this thing? No, my bit. Oh, that's the wrong bit anyways. Love this community. Oh, you guys are pretty good. I like you guys. Hookie's clutch for now. They're pretty nice. Pretty nice. Out of all the premium stabs so far, albeit I've only tried one batch of them, so please keep that in mind. They seem to be pretty easy to kind of, once you get the hang of it, pretty nice. Okay, you know what I actually think might be the real issue here? I think the front screws are a little short. I think the threading needs to be adjusted on those just ever so slightly, or just lengthened a bit, and then I think it'll be fine. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, do you guys notice the difference? Maybe a bit more scratch. Rattle-wise, I mean, I have to tune these a little bit more, but I don't think there's much difference rattle-wise. This definitely I can hear, but I have to adjust it a slight bit. Here, just so we're not sitting here crazy. I can still listen to it from Brazil, so no diff. Yeah, let me just, again, tune these. Give this a little squirt of lube. I don't foresee this making that big of a difference, though. No, I would say no difference. So, again, a little off topic from today's stream, but these stabs seem like they do a good enough job. I don't think you'd need to worry about these stabs being the problem. Just seems like the Gawk Lily spacebar is a bit brighter. You probably will have to tone it down with a different switch. However, maybe the goal is to have something really bright sounding. Maybe this is the end game goal. But I can confidently say that if you end up picking a deeper switch, this would probably go down a little bit. But I think naturally, this keyboard is definitely a bit brighter in the spacebar section. So I don't have a Riva to test with me at the moment, so you know. But also, you guys wanted to see the difference between the derivative clay. Oh, there's a... Wait, that's not the derivative. Where the fuck's my derivative? Did I move it to the front room? One moment, everybody. That is the Susei. That is my Ori derivative. Oh, I think I put this back in the case. One sec, guys. Okay, so this is how it looks compared to the derivative. As you guys can tell, here, just so there's no polarizing backgrounds happening, derivative has a lot more saturation for its color. This would be closer, not quite, but closer to what I saw in the Ori Special Edition, the Collector's Edition for the Ori. So they're very different. This is this is called clay and this is called taupe. So this is very different. But I hope that gives a good enough example. That's it. Alright guys, that's pretty much the stream. So a few things going forward that you might have saw in this. There's going to be no more Molex daughter board, which is nice. Gawk is looking into why this is warped on the bottom a little bit. Some standout things that I think is really nice. I like the feet. The feet plus screw idea is genius. The keyboard is absolutely beautiful. It is stunning. Looks great with olive. Definitely leans to a brighter sound signature, which is surprising for a plateless build. Actually, hold on a second. No one go yet. 1 second. Hold on. I have an idea. I like modding keyboards. I don't know if you guys know, but I like doing this kind of stuff. What if I change one thing? Gawk sits removal. Yeah, I was about to do that. Literally about to do that. I didn't set up the gaskets in this, so I wasn't too aware of what's going on. Ah, shit, these are all adhesive. Well, I'm going to make a little bit of a mess of this board, but no one hate me. This is just for the science of doing this. I'm just curious. Rip gaskets? Yeah, kind of rip gaskets here. I put clay inside my Gawk Lily so you don't have to. Huh? They're extras for a reason? Well, no, now there's a lot of adhesive there, but it's okay. I have a feeling this is going to make a huge difference. A little bit of a difference, huh? Let's screw in the screws. No review today for photos, My head's pounding, guys. I'm not gonna lie, my head's killing me. So today I'm probably just gonna do a little bit of resting. I was gonna get a lot of other stuff done today, but we'll do it tomorrow because we have the subathon thing we're doing tomorrow. Just cut off the leaf springs easy. That is the way. I'm caught up in Bad Batch, by the way, guys. Speaking of Star Wars. Bad Batch is 6 so far. Oh yeah, whoa. It's still super bright. But I feel like it has toned down the slightest bit. It's still super, super bright. Definitely softer though. Yeah, I'd still say it's super bright. I think there's a bit more of like a... maybe a bit more of like a bass kind of bumped up a little bit too, but I don't think this is adjusted how bright it's been. It's definitely, like Trudeau said, it's mellowed out probably a little bit, but still very bright. Which again, I like in spacebars personally. I like really loud spacebars, so. See the bow under? Yeah, the bow is still there. I don't know if you guys can really tell, but still slightly there. Overall, nice board though. 450. I want to see some of these last things ironed out a little bit. But very, very beautiful, beautiful looking keyboard. I think if you end up getting this to get in a collection, I mean, look at that. It looks stunning. It looks really, really, really good. This Pro has no spacebar mounting, and it sounds more like a thud. A Pro 3. So did you take away the little, wait, Gawk, what do you mean? Do you have the, what's it called? I guess the mounting point completely removed as well? I wonder. What prototype revision is this one here, Gawk? I wish it stays this way. Oh, you like this particular spacebar? Some people like brighter spacebars, some people like deeper spacebars. I kind of like the way it is now, not gonna lie. But some people might appreciate something a bit deeper. Oh, that doesn't fit there. Some people might indeed appreciate that. I'm taking off this gasket too, just as something your boy wants to test. No gaskets. They are adhesive gaskets though, so keep that in mind if you guys end up testing things like this. Did I already show off the diffuser? No, I haven't replaced the daughter board yet. I need to figure out which daughter board is not working and which one is. I have a feeling it's just the one with the, what's it called? Molex on it. But I actually don't know if that long cable will even fit underneath the... Okay, am I going crazy or does it sound a little different now? Maybe I'm going crazy. And that's with removing the top gasket as well underneath the spacebar. So this gasket I removed. Crazy, I was crazy once. I think I would have to go back and watch the VOD personally as well. Either way, even with all the gaskets in place, I'm not going to lie, I think I liked all of them. So I don't think there was a version of this spacebar which I really didn't like. Maybe perhaps this particular switch I didn't love as a spacebar. But I like this. This sounds nice. Slap, slap, slap. Overall, that's the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know this is a bit longer, but I wanted to cover as many things as I possibly could with this board, and I hope we got everything. Maybe all the questions have been answered. We'll do picks tomorrow. Honestly, if you guys don't mind, I want to go lay down. My head's killing me. Thanks. Hope you feel better. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it. Again, I hope this answered a lot of questions. I think the board's beautiful, Gawk. I think you killed it again. Look at the side profile one more time. I think this thing looks absolutely stunning. It's a beautiful looking board. It sounds good. Again, I think it needs just those little bit of fine tuning here and there, which, I mean, it's already being done anyways. So I'm pretty confident in this board myself. It's nice. And I think a lot of people will appreciate the design. Maybe not the layout, but the design for sure. And also, yeah, Kevin, these stabs are awesome. If you can and want to, I would love to try these on other builds as well. So if you can and want to send me a few more for testing purposes, would absolutely love that. That'd be cool. 60% supremacy. It does look good. It does. Look at that with the corky even. All right though, guys. That's pretty much the stream today. Let's go see who we can go raid. Okay. I don't even know who's on right now. Oh, we can go raid Marshmallows. I think she is sort of just starting, so. All right, guys. You guys have a good one. Enjoy everything today. Have a good Sunday. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I am most likely going to end up just cleaning for the rest of the day, so probably take some pictures of this board if I get around to it today. Take care, everyone. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. See ya, and have a good rest of the day. Bye, and thank you, Gawk, and thank you, Kevin. Really appreciate you guys for letting me take a look at this today. See you guys very, very soon. Peace out, everybody.